Today, our analysis centers on the strategic transformation of Fuyao Glass, a global leader in the automotive glass industry, as it undertakes a fundamental pivot of its core business model.
So, let's get right to our core thesis. Fuyao is successfully executing a strategic pivot away from being a traditional component manufacturer and is becoming a genuine high-tech solutions provider. And as we'll see, the data strongly supports this fundamental shift.
To really substantiate this thesis, we've structured our analysis into 5 key parts. We'll start with the product transformation, then dive into the financials, break down the company's competitive moat, and finally, we'll take a look at the key headwinds. All right, so let's begin with the product itself. What does this transformation from a simple component into a technology platform actually look like? Well, as vehicles increasingly become smartphones on wheels, the very function of automotive glass is changing before our eyes. A windshield is no longer just a physical barrier to keep the wind out, it is rapidly evolving into an integrated technology hub, a platform for displays, sensors, antennas, and even sophisticated climate control. And this whole evolution is being driven by a portfolio of high-value products that integrate these advanced technologies. We're talking about things like head-up displays, panoramic sunroofs, glass that comes with 5G antennas already embedded, and even smart dimming capabilities. The pace of adoption is accelerating, and you can see it right in the data. The sales mix of these high-value-added products jumped by 5 full percentage points year over year in the second quarter. This kind of structural shift is a central pillar of the company's entire transformation.
So, that's the product story. Now let's turn to the financials and see how this strategy is translating into actual performance.
For the first 9 months of the year, the company's growth is just significantly outpacing the broader auto industry. But the really critical story on this chart is the divergence. Net profit growth is running at nearly 29%, while revenue growth is at 17.6%. Now, whenever you see profits growing that much faster than sales, it's a classic indicator of expanding margins and some serious operational leverage.
This performance, of course, raises the most critical question. What's the underlying quality of this growth? And perhaps more importantly, is it sustainable?
To answer that, we really need to deploy a DuPont analysis. This framework is crucial because it allows us to deconstruct the return on equity, or ROE, and see precisely what's driving the performance. And as the data here shows, the net profit margin is on a clear upward trajectory. At the same time, asset turnover, which is our key metric for operational efficiency, is also steadily improving.
So the conclusion becomes clear. The acceleration we're seeing in ROE is being driven by fundamental improvements in profitability and efficiency. And, critically, this is all happening while the equity multiplier, which is our measure for financial leverage, is actually decreasing. This tells us the growth is being financed through operational excellence, not by taking on more financial risk.
This kind of performance doesn't exist in a vacuum. It has to be protected by a formidable competitive moat. So, let's break down its key components.
The foundation of its advantage is a fully integrated production model. Fuyao controls the entire value chain. We're talking from the raw silica sand all the way to integrating advanced technology into the final smart glass product. This provides an enormous advantage in cost control and supply chain security. So that integration enables cost leadership. But another key strategic pillar is their counter-cyclical expansion. While major competitors are actually contracting capacity, Fuyao is actively expanding, positioning itself to capture greater market share. You combine that with a pure-play focus on auto glass R&D and their deep integration with automotive clients, and the picture of a very strong competitive position emerges. However, no analysis is complete without a disciplined examination of the primary risks and headwinds that are facing the business. A risk impact assessment here reveals a very clear hierarchy. As the chart illustrates, while factors like industry cyclicality and price pressure are definitely material, geopolitical risk clearly constitutes the most significant potential headwind.
So, the primary factors that require close monitoring include, number 1, the potential for tariff escalation. Number 2, a broader slowdown in the auto sector. 3, that persistent price pressure from automakers. And 4, an upcoming leadership transition.
It is important to note, however, a key strategic mitigant to some of this risk. The company has a significant manufacturing presence right inside the United States. This base serves major American automakers directly from within the country, which provides a powerful, though certainly not complete, hedge against certain trade-related risks.
This analysis of Fuyao glass and its fundamental shift from a simple part to a technology platform really leaves us with a broader question for the entire automotive industry. As vehicles continue this relentless evolution, which other traditionally basic components are poised for a similar high-tech transformation?